Hi Leo, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of January 2022. Happy New Year. It's pretty unbelievable to say, but lots happening in the cosmos, and Jupiter, which is the luckiest planet and the grand benefic, entered the mutable water sign of Pisces on December 28th, 2021. And it entered your house of transformation, healing, death, and regeneration, as well as intimacy, joint resources, taxes, and debt. Jupiter brings good fortune. It helps to bring some light and optimism as you face the darkness, whether it's loss or repairing your finances or just dealing with your emotional well-being. Jupiter brings optimism. It will enter the cardinal fire sign of Aries on May 10th, and it will be there until October 28th, transiting in your house of higher learning and wisdom and belief systems, and more importantly, the house of hope and manifesting. It is in the fellow fire sign. It's very compatible with your own, so that helps to bring enthusiasm and optimism in such a difficult time. But it also loves being in Pisces because it rules Pisces in ancient astrology, and it's helpful that it's in your house of transformation. So it's going to be entering, it'll be transiting back and forth in Pisces and in Aries, because it will re-enter Pisces, the late degrees, on October 28th, and it will be there until December 20th. Then it re-enters the sign of Aries. So a lot to work with Jupiter, bringing you healing and hope and optimism, and expanding in the sign of Pisces through imagination, empathy, and creativity. There is a stellium of planets transiting in the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn in your house of work, routines, and health and wellness, and focusing on how you can be more productive in your work, in your habits, and in taking care of yourself. Venus retrograded on December 19th at 26 degrees and 29 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. And it set off for Pluto, the planet of death and regeneration, retrograded in April of 2021, examining what you need to release in order to be more healthy in your overall life as you deal with this new time we're all in, and in the chaos as you morph into a more stable and healthier place. And so Venus only retrogrades once every year and a half. It met up with Pluto, the planet of transformation and death and renewal, on December 11th, again on December 25th, and they meet up a third and final time on March 3rd, when Venus finally exits Capricorn on March 6th. It will be there 4 months in total, from November 5th until March 6th. So really focusing on how you can be healthy in your routines. It's taking enough time for yourself, whatever it is, taking walks, taking supplements, doing things to ensure your health and your optimism as well, because you are doing a lot of emotional inner work as well with Jupiter and Neptune transiting in your house of healing. So we begin the month, and the Sun, Mercury, Pluto, and Venus are all transiting in the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn in your house of health and routine, beckoning you to really examine how you can be the most productive in your life. On January 1st, the Sun forms a beautiful trine to Uranus at 4:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that could bring you positive opportunities for work and for professional situations. On January 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, enters the fixed air sign of Aquarius at 2:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will retrograde on January 14th at 10 degrees and 20 minutes of Aquarius. It's transiting in your house of relationships and partnerships, which is a big focus for you. Saturn is in Aquarius until March 7th of 2023. And it's been in this sector of your chart, focusing on relationships, structuring through the healthy ones and re-examining ones that you either want to distance or eliminate. And that began on December 17th of 2020, and Saturn will be there until March 7th of 2023. Mercury retrogrades at 10 degrees of Aquarius, which is close to where Saturn got in 2021. It only got to 13 degrees of Aquarius. So reevaluating how you're partnering with the world, how you're partnering with yourself, and your most significant relationships. Mercury will re-enter Capricorn on January 25th and re-enter your house of work and routine. On January 2nd, there is also a new moon that occurs at 1:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 12 degrees and 20 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. And the new moon is always a time to set intentions and plant new seeds. And this new moon is falling in your house of habits and regimen. So again, big focus for you on, step day by day, not being hard on yourself, because Venus will be retrograde there a while and will be in the sector until the beginning of March. But using this new moon to initiate the habits that you want to commence in 2022, apropos with New Year's resolutions. On January 3rd, Jupiter, which is the luckiest planet, squares the north node of Karma at 11:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 1 degree and 2 minutes of the mutable signs. Jupiter is transiting in your house of empowerment and transformation, as well as money. The north node is transiting in Gemini just a little while longer in your house of friends and groups. This could bring fated encounters. It could bring spiritual opportunities. I think it's very auspicious. On January 5th, Venus, which is the planet of love and money, forms a beautiful sextile to Neptune at 11:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This could be very helpful for you for financial and professional opportunities. It's also very romantic and, it's very lovely energy. On January 8th, the Sun and Venus meet up at 7:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they meet up at 18 degrees of Capricorn in your house of routine. Venus only retrogrades once every year and a half, and it retrogrades in our lifetime in 5 signs. So Venus retrograded 8 years ago in Capricorn, initially in December of 2013, and then it's stationed direct in January of 14. So it's retracing that, and it's a new 8-year cycle. Venus and the Sun are forming a Venus-Sun star point, really focusing on what you want to create, what you value, and what you love. And it's an inferior conjunction. Venus is retrograde, but it's still tapping into your inner desires of what you want to initiate. So view this like a new moon. Do some kind of a ritual that speaks to you and honor the energy of what you value, what you love. Venus rules your house of career and life goals. So really focus on your goals. On January 14th, Mercury retrogrades at 6:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 10 degrees and 20 minutes of Aquarius in your house of relationships. Really an invitation to re-examine your partnerships in every way. And then on January 16th, the Sun and Pluto meet up at 9:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There could be endings with that energy. There could be power struggles, but I think it's very transforming. It'd be excellent for you for doing a detox of some sort and just focus on what you want to purge and eliminate. On January 17th, there's a full moon that takes place at 6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 27 degrees and 21 minutes of the cardinal water sign of Cancer. And this full moon occurs in your house of endings and dreams and spirituality. You may have very psychic or intuitive dreams. You may get messages at that time. The moon rules the sign of Cancer. It can be very emotional, but it's a time of release and letting go what is no longer serving you. It's also a day before Uranus, the planet of brilliance and chaos, stations direct at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in your house of career and achievement. We feel that energy 5 days before and 5 days after. It's a very explosive energy. It's very chaotic and frenetic. And for you, a lot at work and in your career, and just a lot of, a lot of chaos, but it will settle down. All the outer planets will now be direct, which is hopeful. I mean, that's positive and moving ahead, but we will feel the chaos. And also on January 18th, the nodes of fate change signs, and the north node of karma enters the fixed earth sign of Taurus at 1:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be transiting in Taurus until July 17th of 2023 in your house of career and life accomplishment, focusing on what to develop and grow in your career and aspirations. So it's a big time for that. And on January 19th, the sun enters the fixed air sign of Aquarius at 9:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where it will be until February 18th in your house of relationships. So this is a good opportunity for partnering. Venus is retrograde, so if you're meeting new people, take it slowly. Sometimes there can be very karmic partnerships that ensue, but it could be people from your past. Pay attention to what they say. See if you want to deal with it or not. But the sun shines wherever it's transiting, so good for shining in your house of relationships. On January 23rd, the sun and Mercury meet up in the sky at 5:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good for planning, good for focusing on your relationships. On January 24th, Mars, which is the planet of action, enters the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn at 7:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be there until March 6th in your house of work and routine. You will be very busy with this energy. Good if you're starting an exercise regimen, some kind of a workout routine. Excellent for productivity. Exalted in Capricorn, very effective there. On January 25th, Mercury, the planet of communication, re-enters Capricorn at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, it will station direct on February 3rd at 24 degrees and 22 minutes of Capricorn, setting off the Pluto story for the last couple of years, and then it will leave Capricorn altogether on February 14th and remain in Aquarius in your house of partnerships until March 9th. So re-examining the age of Aquarius and the epoch of Capricorn. On January 29th, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, and the ruler of your house of ambition and life goals, stations direct at 3:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 11 degrees and 5 minutes of the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. And that is very positive for all of us and for moving ahead and creating what you love. I wish you a lot of luck, and thank you very much, Leo. Take care.